It's time now for the Peter Channel. Morning news on this Wednesday morning, October 26, 2016. Got, got on over! And good morning to you all on this lovely Wednesday morning, October 26, 2016. And there are your news and on. Substrate at 8:35 on this Wednesday morning, Spain is coming under pressure from NATO allies not to allow the refuel of the Russian warships bound for Syria. The Spanish government is now reviewing the permit for refueled as it is claimed in Ceuta in North Africa. Portman, who says he not voted Trump, has voiced criticism of Clinton over handling the 2012 Benghazi attacks on repulsively toward Russia during the time as Secretary of State. Microsoft's Panos Penny is back in New York City's Pump Penny. All his kids pump with his 7 going down. But Wall Street's analyst wants to talk about growth, and Apple didn't grow much last quarter, but Tim Cook isn't worried, but he's got the perfect plan. Coca-Cola's revenue beats on higher soda prices in North America. City, 2 children unfortunately being alive. Police said Wednesday afternoon were thrown clear and survived an accident killed above as 200 people in the River Rapids ran down a popular theme park in Australia. Tobacco Iraq, Zanabab's eyes are hazel and still have all skin peaks from the stretchy turquoise scarf wrapped tightly around her face. Beijing President Rodrigo Duterte said Wednesday he wanted American troops in this country perhaps in the next 2 years that are lying his intention to press ahead whenever major realignment of the country for the security policies. After teaching Jewish Israeli and Palestinian Israeli middle school students in Israel that the groups of the people are capable of change, Stanford researchers saw significant improvements in the team's cooperation. Migrants are seen in the silhouette of the state governor in the flames from a burned makeshift shelter on the second day of evacuation of migrants that are transferred to the reception centers and France as part of the dismantlement of the camp called the jungle. Phoenix, the longtime sheriff of the Metropolitan Phoenix, been in charge of criminal contempt to the court for ignoring the judge's order in the racial provide case, leaving the 84-year-old lawman into a spot week in 2 weeks before Election Day. Brand promotions suggest Donald Trump's looking past Election Day. Abu Welcome to the female alcohol. Companion of largest of green grass and dance market middle of the wildfire viewers. Number one activity recommended international market elk can be seen right in the next roads of Essex Park. Washington, giving out the Tuesday became the third African national to return from the International Criminal Court and to expert our way to the next read to do so. Twenty-nine Palms, California. Officials said it play out today. Check the safety from FNA 18 founded the jet that crashed under the Marine Corps ground. Comeback Center, 29 Palms, California. San Diego, the cocaine kingpin known as the gatekeeper in El Luciano for traveling tons of cocaine in the United States was sentenced to 15 years in prison on Tuesday. Easton, Massachusetts, a woman who works in a town in Easton has been charged with stealing about $20,000 from the union represents municipal employees. Prosecutors say 53-year-old Pablo Almeida right hand took the money in a role as the treasurer of the Southeast Republican Employees Association. She works in clerk for the Easton Planning Department. Prosecutors say a review of 21 months of bank records revealed that Almeida regularly drafted checks payable to herself from the union for no legitimate reason. They say that it worth more than 30 checks around sale for around $250,000. Northampton, Massachusetts, a Massachusetts jury has awarded $150,000 to 3 adult children of the man who was funeral and burial was watched by a now closed funeral home. Ericsson Ames' new CEO amid decline in networks industry. Comcast Corporation reported better than expected financial results in the down video customer third quarter with NBC Universal Star. Business strong growth powered by the Rio Olympics. Southwest Airlines Company revenue fell at the latest period by the part by technology average. August had playing services occurs said Wednesday the port industry metrically declined in the current quarter. Donald Trump, despite a winning political issue in the final 2 weeks of the presidential race, recently attacked Hillary Clinton over the Tuesday over a sharp premium increase in the hits America covered on the Affordable Care app. McLean, Virginia SCIC is Supply Chemicals packaged petroleum and other products to the U.S. military to raise $700 million contract for defense logistics agency. Washington and Bear, the Brazil aircraft manufacturer, is paid over $25 million result alleged violation of the U.S. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. Vertica, Denmark. Danish company Dog Energy said we allowed priorities around clean energy options, but not necessarily leaving its oil and gas business behind. Fire Switzerland, even though the reported steep loss for the third quarter oil field services company Waterford Industrial said the worst of the downturn was over. London commercial player General Energy said into quality production from Northern Iraqi fields was interloaded at the time to revisit development plans. Mandan, North Dakota, U.S. group advocated for the rights of women and said the federal government should intervene the Dakota oil pipeline protested order to halt the violence. 7 months ago, global parent company Alphabet announced Tuesday the deposit expansion of the high-speed internet network Google Fiber to laid off 9% of its staff. All right, take a look at the stocks now. 18,169.27, SP 5, 2143.60, that Nasdaq 523.40. Changing colors of Sinus Ball. A 6-month stay at the International Space Station can be a pain in the back last astronauts want to gain up to 2 inches in height temporarily that affected the company by weakening the muscles supporting the spine. Why does ships keep sinking into the Bermuda Territory? Angle there called Head cars go to U.S. stock market that quickly became one of the October's more explicitly shared English language news stories. 4 months after literally opening due to war for the second time, the medical miracle is headed towards milestones that are working on strengthening the muscles. President Obama leaves the White House in trophies, but the law that bears his name will prolong politics long after he's gone. As Obama carried wars long after he is gone. A new report was revealed how research and development aids vaccines, microbicides, pre-explored prophylaxis, and use of antiretroviral drugs, and treatment as a prevention of the injury being sold or even sidelined because of an inadequate. For millions of families around the world, autism poses daily challenges. Some parents find it difficult, even if it's possible, to communicate with their own children and understand how they perceive the world around them. Former Republican Secretary of State Colin Powell said Tuesday he will vote for the Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton and high-profile Nevada Party's Senator Donald Trump. Washington Will Clinton, the audience singer, NL told her fans that Miami Wisconsin Tuesday night not to vote for Donald Trump. Throughout Florida, Donald Trump urged reporters Tuesday to talk to President Obama, asked whether he still believes President election may be stolen from him. Washington top asked Republicans are moving to grant dissent over a Speaker Paul Ryan's rocky relationship with Donald Trump as some of the far right of the GOP conference that attempted to stir up the trouble in the leadership elections next month. Peter Chill News Time is now 8:42 on this Wednesday morning, and it's time out for Sports Report. Last night, the Boston Bruins got shut out by the Minnesota Wild, 5-0, and the Northwest girls soccer team defeated Westwood 5-1, while the boys soccer team fell to Westwood 5-1, and Wheaton volleyball lost to Babson 3-0, and Wheaton field hockey lost to Virginia State 2-1. Tonight, the Boston Bruins will be out of New York, taking on the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden at 8 o'clock. And Boston Celtics will be taking on Brooklyn Nets in the regular season opener at the Garden at 7:30 p.m. And Game 2 of the World Series, the Cleveland Indians and Chicago Cubs. Cleveland Indians lead series, one game that after beating the Cubs 6-0. Chicago, the Indians after getting rejected by John Corey by defender. Yano minutes, not really perhaps, but Rupert Perez tries to make it first. Considered 2 runs in a World Series game since Gary got in 1986. The past 2 seasons, the end of the World Wars, the Capitals clutched in NBA final. Will this year make it a third? Oh, we'll be a rising team. Hello, Celtics. So, look at there's all Clippers. Crash a party. Cleveland and Australia. Chris Munster gave the Princeton fans a quick and loads of rated were. LeBron James Cavaliers were headed out to the championship rings and race to the matter. Aggressive field what it is would kick out a quest to win. The New York Giants released kicker Josh by the team at the dot son. Tuesday, Brad has been in the conference room and his mission to best basketball for former Molly Brown and it held the case by the NFL. Peter Chill News Time is 8:44 on this Wednesday morning, and it's time now for Trevor Transit Report. Baby, let's imitate where the MBT Green Line is. Experience delays between Lynchburg and North Station. Commuter rail. Fitchburg train 403, 740 a.m. Outbound operated 10 minutes fiasco between Concord and Fitchburg and the slippery rail. Fitchburg train 412. 9:30 inbound is operated 10-50 minutes beyond schedule between Shirley North Station and the slippery rail. Newbury Airport. Rockport train 105, 8:30 a.m. Outbound is affected by North Station beyond schedule due to mechanical issue. Alright, take a look at Iowa's and byways of New England. 95 in the southbound side is back to the Bridgeport down in Greenwich. Merritt Parkway westbound side back to the Bridgeport down in Stepford. 95 in the northbound side it is back to the West Haven to New Haven. 91 in the southbound side it is backed up around the New Haven stretch. Interstate 84 westbound side back to the New side of the Denbury. Route 7 of the southbound side back to the Denbury stretch. 84 both ends is back to around the Waterbury stretch around Route 8. 91 on the northbound side back to the middle side of down to Hartford, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side is backed up from West Hartford down to the Hartford where spun 84 Lowell on Route 91 down to the Hartford, Connecticut. 91 in southbound side back to Whistler to down to the Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the northbound side. It is backed up from Enfield, Connecticut down through 291 in Springfield, Mass. 291 in southbound side back to around Mass Parking in Springfield, Massachusetts. Out in Western vicinity, 290 in eastbound side. It is back from 146 to Route 122 in Worcester. 190 in the northbound side back to around 140 West Wilson. 190 in southbound side is backed up just around 290 in Springfield. Out and around 195 with the westbound side back to the Seacock downtown of Providence. 95 in the southbound side back to the protected downtown Providence. 146 in the southbound side back to before 95 downtown Providence. 146 on the northbound side of it is back to around 99 in Lincoln. 99 in Slow 126 12 in Lincoln, Minnetonka. 295 on the southbound side back to Johnson all the way out to Route 12 in Cranston. 95 on the southbound side back to the protected to 60 connector downtown Providence. 60 connector slow from 6 to 95. 95 on the northbound side of it is back to from 295 and Mark all the downtown Providence. James had Newport about old bridges out. Lucky get 95 on the southbound side of it is backed up from 485 out in Foxborough all the way out to 295 in Attleboro. 295 on both ends is backed up in Attleboro stretches around Route 95. 95 on the northbound side it is backed up from Deposit Street and all the way out to Route 128 Canton. 485 on the northbound side it is backed at 85 in Milford all the way out to that spike out in Westboro. 290 on the eastbound side, a little slow around 495 in Marlborough. 24 on the northbound side it is backed up from Harrison Boulevard and Dave out of Route 128 in Canton. Route 3 to the northbound side it is backed up from 33 Hingham all the way at the Braintree Split. 128 southbound side it is backed up from 24 out in Randolph all the way through the Braintree Split. 485 on the southbound side it is backed up from Hudson all the way at the Route 290 in Marlborough. 120 southbound side, northbound side it is back to Route 1 in Dedham all the way at the Route 20 Waltham. 7th Express on the northbound side back to the Braintree Split all the way at the Mass Park in 93 on the northbound side it is backed up from Mass Park to Government Center. 93 on the southbound side it is backed up from Wilmington all the way at the Government Center in Boston. Mass Park in the eastbound side is back to Fairmount all the way at the Newton Quarter and Interbreak given also Brad Trolls all the way at the South Expressway. Mass Park in the westbound side back to Brad the Newton stretch. 7 to Telso, Calitel, looking at Route 1 of the southbound side. It is back up from Chelsea all the way at the Route 93. 128 of the southbound side. It is backed up from Wilmington all the way at to Waltham. Route 3, stop and go from Billerica all the way at the Route 120 Burlington. 485 of the southbound side back to Chelmsford. 485 of the northbound side. It is backed up around 380 Tewksbury. 485 of the southbound side back to from 28 end over to Route 93 in Lawrence. 495 in the northbound side of background. Route 2 Lowton. How was it always New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont and Lincoln Gates up in Interstate 89. Southbound side it is backed up after the Canadian border up in Vermont. Interstate 87 of both ends red. We love it is backed up after the Canadian border up in upstate New York. And Interstate 87 of the Little Side of 3 in Albany, New York. Peter Channel News Hub is 8:48 on this. Wednesday morning, and it's time now for a weather report and day 2 to 7, Thursday to Tuesday. Moderate to heavy rain is possible. Consider leak clogged drains. There's possibly a minor urban poor drainage flood, and could also see strong southeast winds on Thursday night. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, sun's got about 48 degrees. West wind becoming the northwest at 5 to 10 miles in the morning. Tonight, forecast about 26 degrees. Gulf wind becoming the northwest about 5 miles at midnight. Thursday, slight chance of rain and snow between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Rain likely to punch back after 3 p.m. Otherwise, increased gas about 47 degrees. Unavailable wind, chance rates at 6%. Little no circulation expected. Thursday night, rain with thunderstorms possible after 2 a.m. Patchy fog low at 41 degrees. Southeast around 5 to 11 miles against tonight. 32 miles tonight. Chance rates at 9%. New rain amount after 4.5 inches possible. Friday, chance rain before noon. Then a slight chance of showers between noon and 2 p.m. Park size at 54 degrees. West about 10 miles out against tonight. 34 miles out. Chance rates at 30%. Friday night, forecast about 37 degrees. Saturday, chance showers after 2 p.m. Put size at 56 degrees. Chance rates at 30%. Saturday night, most clouds about 42 degrees. Sunday, chance showers after noon. Put these Saturday, most clouds about 61 about 41 degrees. Chance rates at 30%. Monday, most steady podcast about 55, about 39 degrees. Tuesday, Pawtucket about 60 degrees. Currently not near, it is clear skies, and we have a temperature of 37 degrees with clear skies and not near, and out at Mansfield Airport, it's 38. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this October the 26th, 2016. Wednesday, I'm Peter. We have a good morning with a good positive total. 3 to 11 a.m. for 11 a.m. report. We have a good morning.